Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today's video is going to be about Terastal Festival and Prismatic Evolutions. We've seen Terastal Festival just released in Japan last Friday and it's been absolutely insane. So box prices have skyrocketed. I did give out my opinion on this before release, and yeah, it's not about me being right, but what I said has come to tuition. So it is exciting to see things come to life, when, I put in the work to actually, try and figure out what is coming next. So that was cool to see. So yeah, we're going to go over Terrestrial Festival, how it's performing, and I'm going to show you the tools and tips and tricks I use that could help you secure product for Prismatic Evolutions, which is going to be extremely hot product. So I expect it to follow suit. So that's our English release. And it's going to be absolutely crazy. And in this climate, we're going to have to use all the little tools, tips, tricks, and knowledge we can so we can just try and secure our own product. So I'm going to show you some of those things today. If you want to get a pen and paper, go old school to write this down, or just jot this down in your notebook on your phone, whatever you want to do, because there's going to be some good information in here. So yeah, without further ado, we'll get into the video. Before I do though, I'm going to leave the links to the Cardnomics Facebook group and also the Discord group that was just launched recently. You can check both of those out, and I'll just tell everyone a little bit about those throughout the video. So yeah, let's get into Terrestrial Festival first. Okay, so first we got pokedata.io. Again, I like to show people what I do. I like to give you that visual aspect. This is how I look at stuff, look at data. So this is something you can do at home. So yeah, pokedata.io is a great site to get singles and sealed data for both Japanese sets and English. So here, just one thing to note, Terrestrial Festival prices here, they do not include the Pokeball and Master Ball, so you won't see them here. If we scroll down, it's just going to be the rest of the set, and we can see a total value here of over $2,800 AUD without the Pokeball or Master Ball. So a lot of value in this set. It is no surprise, but it's just good to see the numbers work in with what we're looking at in terms of how much people are paying for these cards. So I just want to show that just to get a visual of the actual value in Terrestrial Festival, because we're going to expect this and more in the English release, being Prismatic Evolutions. So another thing I like to look at, this is Keepa. So Keepa allows you to look at Amazon data. I've got Amazon, you can see in the corner here. So this is .co.jp, which is Japan. You can set what language you like. And this is another cool app that you can use. You can use this tracking. This allows you to set prices to be alerted when a price of a product gets to a certain threshold that you want to be alerted for. So that's a pretty cool thing. I won't get into that today, but I just want to mention that there. So this is a chart. It is very small. There isn't a lot of data yet as the set just come out, but we can already see prices leading up to release, pretty normal. 5,500 yen retail. We've seen pre-sale prices for the Western market or the international market slightly higher before pre-order, which, in hindsight is a really good price now, but, no one knew that at the time and what was going to happen. We could only kind of predict and guess what was going to happen next, and we see this huge run up already. So it hasn't even been a week yet. It's gone from under 7,000 yen. I was picking up boxes around that 6,500 yen mark early on, sometimes a little bit cheaper, and now we're over 9,000 yen. So that's a huge increase. So I just want to show this to everyone. Another tool you can use, save this in your favorites, just something cool to look at and go over if you've got a bit of spare time. So yeah, huge run up for Terrestrial. I expected this, even though there's a lot of product printed, which is what the Japanese Pokemon company does. The demand is just simply higher, so they can't print enough for demand. It's an awesome set. People are going into a buying frenzy right now, and that's going to get even crazier in my opinion next year. So I can't wait to see that unfold. So let's get into this now. This is where I want to mention in Discord. I made a video last Monday, so almost 2 weeks ago now, and I went over my thoughts on Terrestrial Festival, on Prismatic, And you can see back then, market price was 7,300 yen for a box, which at the time was about 75 AUD. Today's market price is more closer to over 100 AUD, so that's over a 25% price increase. But yeah, I went over this before that all happened. I gave everyone my opinion, and I'm going to show you on the next slide exactly what my opinion and advice was to the people on Discord. This is Discord exclusive, so if you want to check that out, there's currently a trial. I'll leave the link in description. But yeah, you can see, put the nice beautiful cards here, the Evolutions. Obviously the Umbreon's leading. It's about $400 odd AUD at the moment to buy it, and obviously you got your standard cards, your Pokeballs, which is 2 to 3 per box, and your Master Ball here. You got a chance to get one in a box, but it's not guaranteed. So yeah, look, a lot of value, a lot of stunning cards. It was no surprise to me that this set's taken off, and the demand's just been higher than the supply. So interesting data to look at. And then we go down, let's go over some pros and cons, for everyone. And this is what I pointed out before it happened. So we see a very strong set. There's a lot of value here. And you can go to pokedata.io to go over, prices after the fact. But you can just tell from, what Pokemon are in it and the reveals that were coming out that it was going to be an amazing set. And the Pokeball and Master Balls, you've seen what that did in 151. And it's even harder to hit Master Balls in this set. So that just brings a lot of value. Even though you get one SAR per box, that Master Ball chase, adds a lot of value. So it's just really fun to open. A lot of boxes are going to get cracked, and there's still amazing chases that are going to hold value. So it doesn't matter how much they print, there's always going to be demand, and we've seen that with 151. Guaranteed hit rates in Japanese boxes, I like to point that out. It's cool that, boxes are seeded and you're guaranteed at least some value. I like that about Japanese. The Pokeball Master Ball went over that again. The product is accessible. So as you're going to see when I go over this video, stuff over after in this video, that product's going to be extremely hard to get in English. And I'm going to point out what tips and tricks I use to help me secure more product. Because even though I've got access to distribution here in Australia, it's going to be nowhere near enough for my customer base or demand. And I like to buy my own stuff as well. So I'm going to be out there with you guys fighting for product as well. So just these things are very helpful. So we'll go over that later. The best strategy, this is what I've told, my group there. 2 to 5 years for investing is always my time frame for Pokemon. Accumulate every reprint. So in Japan, this is going to be reprinted a lot. When those reprints come, we just don't know. But again, the next piece of advice is going to be buy excess to take advantage of low supply windows, which is what we see now. So that's what I predicted. I ordered a bunch of boxes. I knew the price was going to go up, so I didn't want to just pre-sell everything and have nothing to take advantage of that. Me being a business, that is a strategy I implement, to increase profits for myself. There's nothing evil or anything about it. It's just smart planning. A lot of stores do it, and successful stores do it because it's a successful strategy. So, you'll find if stores out there are struggling, well, it's maybe because their strategy isn't working efficiently. So I like to refine my business as best I can. But yeah, I gave plenty of opportunity for people in my Facebook community and whoever, has been my customer over the years and know exactly where I post my deals. And, I sold thousands of boxes for prices way lower than what they are today. So there is plenty of opportunity for my customers to purchase this product, and that's on my Facebook group mainly, which I'll show you soon. But yeah, just went through some cons, unpredictable reprints. We're not going to know when it happens, and when it does happen, prices will dip. That's just another opportunity for me to grab these awesome sets. I really like that, but we just don't know when it's coming. So that's the catch. Large initial supply, we've seen that didn't really matter. Prices went up anyway. And one thing I point out in some videos I've made on YouTube and on my page is the strength in the yen versus the AUD. So obviously if the yen is stronger, it's going to cost more to import products. So that's going to affect the end price that we pay for imports from Japan. So that's something else to look out for. Again, I just give a bit of a rating here. Investment, it's a 10 out of 10. It's a home run set. There's no doubting that. Short-term selling is an 8 out of 10. I didn't give it a 10 out of 10 just for that risk factor that we don't know when, these reprints are coming. So some people can get caught out. So there's something to be aware of. And, risk 2 out of 10, it's very low risk. So, yeah, look, it's it's a no-brainer for me. So going over to Prismatic now, another slide I did. I just put the best products ranked, and I'm going to go over this with you guys quickly, and then just ways and tips and tricks that I'm going to use myself to help me secure product. So we'll go over those. First, the S tier products, the booster bundle is going to be one of the best products to buy, and next to that, equally as important and is going to perform extremely well, is the Pokemon Center version of the ETB. So we've got the standard one here, we've got the Pokemon Center one here, which is more limited. You get extra packs and the extra Pokemon stamp promo, which makes it very valuable. So look, the only way to get this in Australia from the Australian Pokemon Center website. So this is the way that we've been able to access these ETBs now. This is very new. They still come from America, so shipping is expensive, but on these products, it's worth paying the shipping. That's one question I get from a lot of people. We're paying around $80 AED shipping for ETBs, which is a sealed case. Everyone at the start was like, that's a lot for shipping. Is it worth it? My answer was yes, and this was during the Surging Sparks, which is now sold out. I said, buy as many as you can, you will do very well. And all those people that listened are extremely happy because most doubled their money in a very short amount of time. So this is going to be no different. One thing to take note, and this is why you get out your pen and paper. Surging Sparks dropped on this website on release day. I'm pretty sure it was release day. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but as far as I remember, release day is when this dropped. And this is why it's important to be on, Discords like mine, Facebook pages like mine, because, we as a community try and help each other out when we see these opportunities. So that's what I built the foundation on, just sharing these things so we can all just jump on and take advantage of these awesome opportunities and get the products, we love and want to experience, in our hands, because, people are fighting for these and it's only going to get worse. So, we've had to develop tools and communities to try and get that edge so we can at least secure some product for ourselves. So that's one thing to write down now. So I'm not saying it's going to happen exactly the same way. So Prismatic might drop on a different day, but going off the last drop of Surging Sparks, we can have a rough time frame of release day that the Australian Pokemon Center website might get our release, and it's going to be mayhem. I expect it to sell out within hours. So again, as soon as you see this, get on it as quick as you can. That's all I can say. So we're just going to have a quick look at, this is the TCG player data for the Pokemon Center ETB. We can see clearly it's insanity, $489 USD, which is 700 plus AUD for this one ETB. Retail price is around what I said. This is the craziness that's going to happen. And we've got some awesome sets coming out. So, this isn't going to be an outlier. This is going to be continuous until, for the foreseeable future, because the conditions are just, prime for people to spend money, and it's only going to increase that behavior, with what's coming. Awesome sets, good conditions to spend money. It's just a recipe for these crazy prices. That's what we're going to get into. So, yeah, you can see 22 sold. We'll go quickly with some more data while we're here. So they started off lower. It's still crazy prices, but people are continuously paying more higher prices for these because they can't get their hands on them. I was lucky enough to get some from the US website. I didn't get a lot, but I'm glad I was able to secure some on that drop because it didn't last too long. So I'm hoping to get more on the Aussie drop. So that's my advice there. So yeah, look, $100 to $125 is what you're going to pay from the Aussie site, and again, you can see the potential. If Americans are paying $700 Aussie equivalent, that's a crazy return on that. Prismatic, again, ETBs. This advice is going to be relevant for a lot of big box. I can't go over everything in this video, but just to name a few of these bigger retailers, we call them big box stores. These are the stores that get, an abundance of product compared to smaller stores. So we've got Big W here as an example. There's also Kmart, there's Target, there's EB Games, there's Toy World, there's Toymate, there's bigger chains. So like all these have a similar mechanism, which is the wish list. So you can only get this once the product has dropped, and Big W have already done a drop on these products. They did limit it to 2 items per orders, and they did sell out very quick. But you can see the prices here. They're around what I was saying. You know, the ETBs are a bit more, but you're going to find, we'll go over that soon, the range of ETBs. And the range I'm giving you is just a compass to have a price point in mind of, you know, what a fair price to pay retail for these products. But yeah, look, $48 for a bundle is pretty good. I expect these to jump to $90, $100 pretty quickly, you know, at release, especially when product dries up. So yeah, this is a wish list you can do. You have to sign up to Big W or whoever's wish list you want to join, and you can just click a button and add them to your wish list. So I've added all prismatic items to my wish list. There's normally a little heart that you can click. But yeah, look, when these come back into stock, and this is important, so please remember this, just because they're on your wish list, they're going to get sent to your email, yes, but they might go to your junk. So make sure that you are looking at where these emails are going, and make sure you flag them as not junk, and put them in your focus inbox so you don't miss out on the alert. So that's one way to get alerted when these products come back into stock. And again, these prices are going to seem extremely cheap compared to what they're going to be on the secondary market. So all this is opportunity for Prismatic. Next thing I want to go over is, so we got our A class, which is the next best. I put the ETB, the standard one here. I put the tins, just because the art's stunning on them. People are going to want to collect the tins, you know, and you get 2 packs inside, and you're paying for the packs. It's a no frills product. You might get some stickers in there. And the other product I really like this time around, which is a bit different, you only get 4 packs, but you get a stamped promo of the Evolutions in the EX form. Now, the EX card might not be the best, but what I liked about this is we live in an age where people like that risk of chance, and you don't know what promo you're going to get in your surprise box. So that element there, and obviously, like, Umbreon's going to be the most expensive, so that's going to be the chase, and you're going to have your fan favorites, but that surprise element for me adds a lot of value, so I really like this product. So I think that's going to be one to watch as something, because I've never really done this before, so I really like that. But yeah, look, this is the price range that I would say is comfortable. If you have to pay a little bit more to secure product, by all means do it. This is only a guide. And you got your 3-pack blister, that's your 2-pack. I really like this because the promo is also stamped. And you got the EV coin, so EV being a popular Pokemon. You know, $18 to $20 for one of these 2-pack blisters is going to be an awesome price. And then you got your tech sticker collection, which gives you 3 packs. Again, I price packs at $8 to $9, you know, as a good range to buy them in this current climate. And then you got your poster collection, also 3 packs. I put the same price range. And then you got your last ones, and these, I'll explain why I put them here. You get 5 packs, so I'll price them as the 5 packs. But again, like, how many pouches do you want, and how many folders do you want? You are paying more for these accessories. So if you just want the packs, these are going to be the least cost efficient to acquire packs. So, you know, these prices are probably low to what you're going to find in these products. But again, you know, if this was the only thing available to you at the time, or if you had to pay $50, $60 for them and you're happy with that, by all means, go and do it. But I put them as C because you're really paying more for the premium accessory rather than the packs. So I hope that makes sense. So yeah, that's one way. So the wish list is really good. Again, you can go over other major retailers. EB Games do it. I'm sure Target, Kmart, and all the ones I mentioned do it. There's also Amazon. That's going to be one to watch out for. So again, all these things are great to look out for, and you know, those wish lists are awesome to notify you when these products come back in the stock, so you don't miss out. So the second one on the list is to join communities. So I want to go over my Discord quickly. So this is the Discord I just launched. This is for people who want a bit of an edge on not only one, information, but 2, you know, I'm going to offer product, exclusive catalogs to members here. I'm going to give them ways to order international product more efficiently and discount prices again. I'm going to post the exclusive videos here. We can explore other things. There are different channels if people have other interests, but again, this is just a foundation of what I want to build out. I'm going to start doing courses as well on how to build a trading card business in Australia particularly, but a lot of the information I give will be relevant, around the world. But that's something I'm really passionate about. I want to help people understand markets and business and all that sort of stuff that I've actually gone through myself as a business owner in the trading card space, building a seven-figure online trading card business in less than a year. And I've also invested in trading cards for many, many years now and been very successful at it. I've made plenty of mistakes and made plenty of good deals. So, all that knowledge I want to share with everyone to help you make better decisions. But here you can see we've got a deals notification tab. We've built a bot here that notifies us of deals. So you can see here that when people post on Oz Bargain, which our bot scrapes, you can see Prismatic come up. I've also got Lego here for people that are interested in that, but it does pick up different card games, a lot of Pokemon stuff. But yeah, look, that's just another tool to give you notifications, because with Discord it's great to set notifications for different channels. You can mute the ones you don't want, you can turn on notifications for the ones that you do. And yeah, like I said, this is where I posted the video I was talking about before, going over the Terastal Festival and Prismatic stuff. So I think it's just a cool platform that gives me more options to do what I want to do with my community, so worth checking out there. So let's go back to the Facebook group now. So again, this is the Cardnomics Facebook community. We're at around 1,500 members strong now, so appreciate everyone that's there. And yeah, look, it's an awesome community. I love everyone's enthusiasm, and everyone's puts in the post and help each other out, which is what I wanted to really achieve here, and it's awesome to see that come to light. So thanks to everyone that's there. You're all awesome. Just a little rundown on what this is. Everyone's free to join. This is a free platform. So again, I do threads like this Black Friday, and I included a giveaway here which will run soon. I do many giveaways for members which are free also. We've included a buy, swap, sold between the communities, sorry. So this gives you a safe place to trade with each other. And we'll just keep scrolling down. This is where I offer product as well. Different trading card games, not just Pokemon. So I offered here Terastal Festival many times to my community, and I give little updates on my opinion, what's happening with the yen, and increases of the boxes when that happens. So I like to keep people informed. And if we scroll down a bit, again, more Terastal, plenty of opportunities for members to buy at cheaper prices. We've got awesome content creators that post their videos, and this is members posting deals on the page. So again, we like to share these deals so we can all jump on them. So yeah, like that's what's going on here. If you want to be part of that, feel free to join. The link's going to be in the description. But this is just another way to be alerted when stock comes in or deals are around. So just an awesome, little project that I took on that's really working well, and I'm sure when you come, you will see exactly what I mean. So again, I mentioned Oz Bargain before. This is another site, another useful tool that you can use to be notified or find deals in the space. Here you can see that I've searched by keywords, Pokemon TCG, and we can see all the posts people make about Pokemon. So this is a great resource, and I'll show you a little bit of a tip as well. So make an account here. You can go my account, subscriptions, and you can turn on notifications here. So I saved a few users who I like what they post. You can turn on email and web notifications as well. So every time these people make a post, it'll send me a notification, and I'll be able to jump on these deals, which sometimes are very time sensitive. If you're not quick, you will miss it. So another cool website here to utilize. So that sums up those. And lastly, I think the third one is, and I think this is the most important, it's just building genuine relationships with people who have access to product. So loyalty goes a long way in this industry. So if you've got a local LGS that you support, I'm sure they'll pay back the favor when these in-demand products come in. Which means they will help you when it comes to doing this if you've been a loyal customer. I always tell this to everyone. Loyalty does go a long way, especially with me. And I do remember, when people do things, not only in the sense that they buy from me, but they contribute to the community without expectation of something in return. So that's what I'm really big on. And when I see that, I'm more willing to help those people when I can, to the people that just want to, not give anything back to the community, and also just, and look, there's nothing wrong with shopping around, but sometimes building that relationship and spending your money with the same people, even if it's going to cost you a few dollars more, one, you're going to, if you buy from reputable people, you're going to, you're more likely to get access to the product and get the product that you need if it's available. So that's number one. Two, you're going to build that relationship. So when these products do become hard to get, you're going to be on top of that list to receive the product over people that just come and go and, always trying to save $1 or two, looking for the best price. You don't build that relationship when you're buying from 10 or 20 different people just to save a few bucks. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but the long-term value there isn't as good as the short-term value that you're going to get saving a few dollars. So, dealing with reputable people, it's a lot safer, and, you're more likely to get the stuff that you need when you build those relationships. So that's very important. Secondly, I'm going to say, going to do the hard yards when walking around stores. So even these big box stores, you're not going to always get everything online. So the legwork has to be done sometimes, and in most cases, more times than not, because a lot of orders get cancelled these days. That's very apparent. Even though they're the big stores, there is a huge chance of your order getting cancelled if they can't fulfill it. So if you go into a store and you see the product, you're securing it there and then. So I do recommend you can call stores to see if they got product. You can go and, drive down to stores if you got the time. Just check out your local stores if they've got product, because it might not be online. And some stores do that, so it encourages people to walk in the store. One, check out the store and their other products, and two, it feeds the local community. So that's what I'd highly recommend doing as well. So I think there's a few nice tips there. Again, we'll go over those again. One, the wish list is great. Get on them and make sure that your emails don't send these notifications to junk. Two is joining awesome communities. So, like the communities I've built, we like to keep each other informed so we can all jump on these deals. So that's going to give you an edge when it comes to this sort of stuff. And then, third, go and do the physical thing and build relationships with, store owners, and, do the legwork, get into your local stores, and, hopefully have some luck. So we'll leave it there. I hope these tips help you when Prismatic comes out. Good luck. I hope you guys can get your hands on everything that you need. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this release. It's going to be awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video.